see. Okay, live on camera 1. Live on camera 2. Hello! Happy Thirsty Thursday, everybody! I'm gonna see if I can get us pulled up on the laptop here so we can read your comments on Facebook. Because last time, we couldn't.
No, but we've got it. There we go.
Now we've got it, yeah. Let's see, I want to make sure that I think the sound's off. Cool. Where are comments on this thing? I feel like I'm 80 years old, but I don't know where comments show up. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Hello there. Well, I think because we don't have any comments yet on Facebook.
Yeah, can someone on Facebook, if anyone's watching on Facebook, it doesn't look like there is anyone. If you can leave a comment, that'd be cool. But in the meantime, it looks like there's some people that are on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. Maria Brewing, hello, waving at us. Today is an exciting day, as always on Thirsty Thursday, because we are making peach bourbon. Wait, just a sec. Alright. Sorry, that just scared me. It popped up, it said, Home Brew Ohio started a live video. I'm like,
and you're like, oh no,
I'm like, wait.
Home Brew Ohio.
I'm like,
it's up in the corner.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, we're back to it.
Someone says, I'm at work today. I'm currently on a Zoom call, but just want to pop in and say hi. Well, hello. Thanks for popping in. And if your Zoom call gets done,
we might still be here drinking.
We might still be here. Yeah. So we are making peach bourbon iced tea.
That's true.
And as always, I'd like to start off by sharing the discount code for the week. This week it's code FRUITY at checkout. For 10% off any of our fruit purees, which we have a lot of. So 10% off with the code FRUITY at checkout. Now through Saturday.
Okay, and I think after this you're gonna want to really have these because we're actually doing 2 drinks today, kind of a 2-in-1.
Right.
And one is actually a G-rated version. Don't tell anybody because we'll ruin our street cred here. But the G-rated version then can be used by the whole family, and then you can kind of make an adult version.
Just kind of add a little something.
You can tell, we had 4 boys running around our house, and they wanted to have what we had.
Right.
So I'm always thinking about how do you make something that can be used in multiple ways.
I gotta tell you a story real quick.
Sure.
So Paula knows, from where I come from, my background, of I don't really drink very much at all, literally before I started working here, to be completely honest. So, drinking wasn't a thing in my household, even my parents didn't really drink. Not because they were against it, they just didn't really drink. And
but you're one of how many kids?
5.
They were just busy.
Yeah, we're just really busy. But the story is my grandma came over, and my grandma, her favorite thing is hard lemonades, wine cooler,
I get that.
hard lemonade. So she put a bottle in the fridge of lemonade, and my little sister was 6, and she's goes over to the fridge, and she's like, oh, lemonade, and she starts drinking this, and gets a third of the way through before anyone notices, and was like, no, you can't drink that.
Oopsie.
She starts bawling, and of course, she was fine. But, yeah, so this is a drink that both 6-year-olds and adults can enjoy.
Well, the first
versions.
half. The first half.
Yeah, different versions.
Yes. So, this is just a black tea. And I added the Amoretti Peach Puree to it. And I'll tell you.
Look at how pretty this looks.
And smell it.
Favorite.
I wish you guys could smell it. It smells like
really
fresh
good.
peaches.
So this is what she added. Is this Artisan Amoretti Peach Puree. I hate that word. It's spelled with a double E. But we have 16 different flavors of these. But I'm very excited for the peach. Ooh. Can I just say?
Go right ahead.
This might be one of my favorite drinks that I've had on Thirsty Thursday. Without the alcohol.
I'm going to tell you what. I do this all the time at home for myself. When I do it, I do green tea and I put in the mango puree. Because I'm I want to drink tea all day and enjoy it. And I love the green tea with mango. But for this, since we were going to do it as a Thirsty Thursday,
Right.
I stepped it up and I did it with black tea and peach, so it would go with bourbon. Because seriously, peach and bourbon are like peanut butter and jelly.
This is literally so good.
That's my husband. Well, he was helping me with the recipe last night. Helping meaning he was drinking, and that's how we do it. And so he was like, "This doesn't taste like your green tea and mango," because he's not a big fan of it.
Right.
Because I think it's way too healthy. But this,
yeah.
you could just sip on this for all day long.
I am mad that we don't have a pool here. I think we need to. Mike, if you're watching, I don't think you are, but where's our pool? Well, you're in charge. You can make it happen.
Not that in charge. Not that in charge. But I will tell you,
you stop drinking it.
What I did.
Here, let's pour a little.
What I did is I just took I took 3 cups of water, put it in a pan. I got it to a rolling boil. Took 5 tea bags. They just happen to be organic, like Lipton tea, but it can be anything. And I steeped them for 5 minutes. So it was seriously very hearty tea. And then I put in, I even wrote everything down, a half a cup of sugar. So it was still hot. Put that sugar in, and it dissolved it perfectly, which is why it's not gritty. It has a great
it's not
flavor.
at all.
Yes.
And it's like, it's sweet. So it's like, but it's not like what you think of when you think of sweet tea, like so sweet.
I don't do sweet.
Yeah, it's subtle, yeah. This is really sweet for you, huh?
It is super sweet for me.
Yeah.
But I have to go backwards because my whole thought process when I created this was I love a good old-fashioned. And so...
She's been trying to find a way that she can sneak an
But this is similar because, like, you would do a sugar cube, and on your sugar cube you would do your bitters, and then you would muddle that, and then you have all your other stuff. So I'm thinking, of course, you would have a whole sugar cube in one glass. So about a half of a cup of sugar in this tea makes it about the equivalent of sweetness.
Oh, yeah.
I have way overthought this, but you're going to be thankful. So then I took 8 cups of ice and just dumped it right in there and cooled it down, like crash cold, and then poured it right into a pitcher and then topped it up so that it was about, what did I say, a 3-quart container total. Okay, so I ended up with that, and then at that point, because this is how I measure things in my life, I took a shot glass, and I did a half a shot. Okay, so I did a half a shot of puree.
This.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can see that's about a half a shot of puree, and mixed it up, and to my delight, it dissolved quickly and easily with just stirring.
Oh, nice.
So it didn't settle to the bottom, it wasn't gloppy, it didn't have floaties.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it's a
thick.
good consistency.
It's thick, like a syrup thick.
Yeah. Yeah, like maple syrup. I'd say like a maple syrup type of a thickness. But, so you said that you measure in shot glasses. For anyone that might not measure in shot glasses, 1, what are you doing with your life? And 2, it says right here on the bottle, but the recommended drink level use is 0.5 to 1% per, let's see. Let's not
for
say
5
to
10 gallons.
Yeah,
roughly.
for 5 to 10 gallons.
So what you're looking at is I used about a half an ounce.
Yeah, exactly. But it says 7 to 14 ounces by weight per 10 gallons. Like, I don't know who's making 10 gallons.
But if you're making 10 gallons, that just means you would use the whole container.
Yeah. So 1.4 ounces per gallon would be, like, the high end.
Yes.
Yeah. So, this is more concentrated than other fruit purees.
I'm going to enjoy listening to these. Wait till I give her some bourbon.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, but no, it's more concentrated because I was looking it up. We have the Oregon ones, and then we also have...
I love this because she's from out west, so say that state again. You have the...
Oregon?
Oregon. I have Oregon.
Oregon?
So this is like a TikTok. You know how you ever see those TikToks where one person says one thing and one person says... They say the same word, but they say it differently?
Yeah, I'm sure that I would say a lot. How do you say a feral dog that goes, ow?
A wolf?
No, there's a C.
Coyote?
Yeah, see, you say coyote. If I was a true Montanan, I'd say coyote.
I have... yeah. See that... Yeah. All right, I'm going to get the bourbon going because that's my thing. Now, any bourbon will work. And just disclaimer, I know this is going to be horrifying to those who know me, but I didn't have bourbon in my house last night.
I asked her if she went to the wrong house. She was
I
like,
know.
no, I'm pretty sure it was right.
And so I had to go out and grab bourbon, but we did it with rye, and it was good. But I love a good rye, so there we go. All right, don't mind me. Just okay. So I'm going to.
Did you say you put lemon juice in this too? Or
I didn't have to. That was going to be a different recipe, and I didn't have to because the peach puree is so. Here's the word.
Balanced.
Balanced.
Hey, I guessed it.
Now, just a shot.
All right.
Now, don't drink it yet.
I'm not going to.
Don't drink it yet.
I was like, whoa, hold on. All right, we got our fancy swizzle spoon. That's strong. You can smell that. That's strong.
Some people might say it's strong. Some people.
Oh, man.
Now, we just upped it a notch is all we did. But the peach is still there.
Yep. I have a feeling that I'm really going to like this.
I may have created a monster. I'm excited.
All right. Cheers. Dude. So good.
I know. I don't make bad things.
She really doesn't.
And we can drink these during the day. Do you know why?
Because we do what we want. Because we're
Grown-ups.
Oh, man.
This is the answer, and you could get as crazy as you want. Like, I personally love strawberries, and I love strawberry tea, but I wouldn't do strawberry tea with real strawberries because I don't want seeds all over. There's a strawberry puree.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have 16 different flavors. Do we want to show? I think we pulled most of them. We
Just
have
about.
peach. We've got watermelon. We have another peach.
And that's not open. Here's ours. I'll keep it over here.
Oh, yeah, that's why you
So
pulled
we don't
it
put it
out.
back there, yeah.
Guava. I love guava. Like, I don't know
So
if
how
you
would you
ever knew
use
that.
it? Would you use it for something like this? Or like a guava tea?
Yeah, I honestly...
I see that for more desserts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, put it in, like, brownies or something, like guava brownies. Like, I don't know.
I do frosting in my guava, so would you ever do like a cream cheese guava frosting?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, maybe not chocolate so much as, like, more vanilla type things with guava.
Okay.
But I feel like both could be good. I don't know. I grew up in Hawaii, and I would pick fresh guavas on hikes, and it was literally
awesome.
Literally the best. And the seeds kind of are like, they kind of stick around. It's kind of like chia seeds. It's like the consistency of them.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Red sour cherry. I kind of like sour stuff. Cranberry and wild strawberry. So there's your strawberry that you were talking about.
You could have strawberry iced tea.
You could have strawberry ice cream with this.
That's true. They say you can use this stuff in, and we were looking, I said in smoothies. Because one of the things I don't like about putting strawberries in my smoothies are all the seeds.
Is all the seeds. That's true. Yeah, that's really true. Someone said, I use these to flavor meads. It makes it super easy to get very complex flavors.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Because this flavor, when I started making this and I opened it up and I put it in there, you could smell the peaches in my kitchen like as if I were peeling the skin off a peach.
Yeah. And you and I...
You really do like this.
I really do. I'm not kidding. Paula and I, one flavor that we do agree on is peach.
Yes, because everything else we're kind of a little bit split, but this is...
Yeah. My friend says I'm jealous. Yeah, if I was not me, I would be too.
We would love to share this with you guys.
Okay. Raspberry, and then quick note on the passion fruit. So I posted a picture on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and it had the big cans of passion fruit, but then I didn't realize we're currently out of stock, so my bad on that. We do have the small passion fruit, though, the Amoretti. So if you were like, oh, I wanted the passion fruit, but they're out of stock, we have it in the Amoretti. So yeah. Black cherry and blood orange are next two flavors. And last three, We've got pineapple. I love pineapple.
Agreed.
We've got mango, which you're talking about.
What if
with
you
the
did the
green tea.
pineapple and you get some kind of rum punch?
Yeah.
Like a coconut and pineapple.
Coconut and pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last one. It's not a fruit flavor.
No.
Are you
It's
laughing?
not really the last one, though.
Are you laughing because I saved it for
I knew
last?
you did. You were by design. She does nothing accidentally.
I love that you think that. That's not true, but I did save it purposely because it's peanut butter and I freaking love peanut butter.
How would you use that?
Um,
Because I can think smoothie for sure.
yeah, like peanut butter in your smoothie, but instead of putting that, I would use it. See, I like drinks like my favorite drink is, what is it called now? White Russian.
Okay.
A White Russian is my favorite drink, but if you put peanut butter in that, I feel like that would be delicious.
You should try it.
And also, like, if you made a porter, and then you added the...
Yes, 100%.
Because the peanut butter porter that we had on one of our lives, I don't think you had it. I think it was one
I
that
love
I did with
peanut
John.
butter porters.
But this.
Yes. Yes. And that's the thing. Like, that is the perfect... And this is going to be perfect for brewing. Absolutely
This
perfect.
is 10 gallons right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good to go. Now, what I will say is our warehouse manager uses these in some of her baking, and she makes the most amazing cupcakes. And a lot of her frostings either have the purees or the natural flavorings in them.
Huh. Yeah, that would be really good.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
I'm mostly, like, I had to pause for a sec because I'm like, wait, hold up. I've never had one of these cupcakes.
Get out.
Yeah. No, I've never had
You're
one.
going to have to talk to Elise.
I definitely
Elise
gonna have to
is
talk
the
to her.
baker extraordinaire.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. So 8-ounce Artisan Amoretti is $19.99. So $19.99 for 10 gallons worth of flavor.
You're going to use it and use it, though. If you only need a half an ounce for 3 quarts of tea.
Yeah. And for anyone that's just tuning in, all of our fruit purees are on sale for 10% off with the code FRUITY at checkout right now. Now through Saturday. So, if I stumble through that one more time.
I like it.
So that's Amoretti.
Yes.
Then we have three more different types of brands. So
Yeah, if you think we don't have it, you keep watching, because we do.
So the next one I'll talk about is Bittner's Harvest, which is this guy, and it's blood orange. That's the only flavor that we have left.
We
in
ordered,
this one.
yeah. So this one is not going to be available after we sell out. What we did is we bought all of the cans that the distributor had, because we love them, and said, no, we're going to hoard these and sell them to our folks. And so we have these on sale for $19.99 for this whole can.
A whole can.
Yeah, and I think I have about maybe 10 cases left.
Yep. And this lists like the specific gravity and the pH and other information on the side here. So that's really helpful.
Yeah, they're expecting you to brew with this, so this
Yeah.
one is kind of geared to that.
This little table is becoming.
We're gonna need bigger tables.
Here, I'll just show you guys quickly. This little table is like really getting full. I'll show Facebook too. I don't want you guys to feel left out. Look how full this table is. Look how happy Paul is to be drinking.
Bourbon!
Alright. Set you back down. Alright, so then next up we have Oregon. How do you say it?
How you say it?
Oregon.
No, you do not say it that way.
Oregon.
Okay, I say Oregon.
We have Oregon fruit purees.
And I have all the flavors.
So we have, oh, do you?
I have every one of them.
No, you don't have passion fruit.
Oh, maybe they didn't have it up front. Oopsie.
Just kidding, we must have gotten more in. But,
Oh, you know what? I didn't grab the 2 on the other side. Yep, I think I'm missing 2.
well, we've got red raspberry. We have got peach, strawberry. How do you say this? Apricot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because some people say apricot.
I say apricot.
Mango, blackberry, and dark sweet cherry. And can I just say, as a graphic designer, I love the packaging on these.
I think
it makes
it's beautiful.
me really happy.
Yeah.
The thing that's cool about these, I like to know, like, kind of where stuff comes from. I always think that that's kind of interesting. And it literally lists, if you go on our website, it literally will list, like, this fruit. Like, for example, blackberries. It'll either come from, like, one of 3 places. And if you go and, like, look at the apricots, it'll be, like, fresh picked apricots from... Now I'm... What am I doing today?
I don't know.
Fresh picked apricots from Washington, Colorado, and whatever, you know? So, that's kind of cool. They are going to range in price depending on the fruit from $19.99 to $29.99. And I'm pretty sure that's probably just, like, because of
Well, no, if you go to the grocery store, all fruit's different. Right?
Yeah.
So.
And for these, the manufacturer or like the company recommended that you put in 1 to 2 pounds per gallon. So it's a lot different than these. So you're gonna have to use more, which is why the cans are bigger. But it's pretty much just up to personal preference as far as how flavorful.
And I'm a big fan of you kind of put it in and just, you can't take it back out. So
Right.
put it in a little bit, buy a little bit, and gauge what you want.
Now they said on flavors like strawberry, blood orange, and red tart cherry, you're gonna have to actually use more. So you're probably gonna have to use closer to 2 pounds.
The strawberry orange?
Strawberry, blood orange, and red tart cherry. And they said it's because of the esters, the level of esters in those fruits don't like come out, like the flavor doesn't come out as much in beers and meads, unless you put more. So
good to know.
And then, of course, if you make a lighter type of beer or mead, then the flavor will come through more instead of.
That makes sense, though.
So, like, if you make like a pale ale with fruit compared to like
a stouter or porter or yeah. Okay.
So.
Okay. And I think it's also nice to sometimes use this in winemaking because you want berry wine, but the berries are the fermentables.
Yeah.
And so through the process of creating the alcohol, you often strip the flavors right out of the fruit.
Yep.
And you end up with a great wine, but it's not a wine that tastes like whatever the berry was.
Right.
And so when you add these later, you're adding flavor without adding fermentable.
And it's funny that you were like saying that because I was like jumping to the next thing.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Like it segued nicely into what I was going to say, and that's when you should use these purees. So
Perfect.
They don't recommend, like, you shouldn't boil them ever. It's just not a good idea. And then they don't recommend it doing it before fermentation because it's a fermentable, so it's gonna affect that process. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna want to use it after, because they were actually saying that when you use it post fermentation, it also can create like contaminants in your beer because like the fruit. Even though they, like, pasteurize it and all that stuff, it can still contaminate it.
So when do they want you to use it?
They want you to use it post-fermentation.
Okay.
So
during your secondary after fermentation has stopped and you're getting ready to clear?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Now, on clearing, they said that when you add fruit, that can cause haze because of the pectin, which basically pectin is, like, fruit protein in a way, even though fruits don't, technically, they're not protein. But, like,
confusing.
yeah. So that can cause haze, and then that's when you can use things like silica or things like filtration to help clear the beer
like
more.
a clarifier.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to filter stuff anyway.
Yeah. I was talking to one of the brewers that I first hung out at a brew day with, and he was saying that his opinion, and it's not a wrong opinion, it's just an opinion, is that like haze doesn't affect the beer, so like who cares? Like, but I kind of like drinking clear drinks.
Well, and it's funny because I think we have the opportunity here, at the store to go over and try anything we want to try. I mean, if it's here, we can try it.
Yeah.
And so I find that I filter my wine, but I typically don't filter my beer.
Do you use the mini jet?
I use the mini jet Bonvino mini jet filter system. And I'll run it through 2 times, one with more of a coarse and one with more fine. And I'm also more likely to filter my white wine than I am my red wine.
Huh.
Because I want my white wine to have like diamond sparkle. And the red wine you don't see all the way through anyway, so I kind of go, eh.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
This is so good.
I know.
I can't, like...
I did my homework last night. I was drinking it with my husband.
I put it down for like 3 seconds, and I'm like, okay, be strong, and then I pick it back
And you
up.
weren't sure. Are you going to tell the audience your history with bourbon?
Oh,
there isn't one?
Yeah, there just isn't one. I was like, I don't know.
You're like,
if
what
I
history are you
this.
talking about?
Yeah, so this is a dumb question. There are no dumb questions, but
I hope I can answer it.
Bourbon is whiskey.
Yes.
But from a specific place.
But whiskey is not bourbon.
So it's like a rectangle is a square is in a rectangle type of a thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I know there are probably people out there in the world that know much more about it than I do. Because I'm much more involved with beer and wine here and that kind of thing. But the rules on bourbon have changed. Back in the day, yes, it had to be from a certain region, and it had all these rules. And now there are still a lot of rules to go with it, but I don't think it's regionalized.
Huh.
So I'm sure one of our listeners would know more than I do, but it has definitely changed. And one of my goals in life is to actually do the Bourbon Trail.
Oh, let's do it together.
We could get crazy. It's going to take multiple days. There's
no
question.
I like how you say we could get crazy as if we haven't already.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I really, really want to do the Bourbon Trail.
Zoe says there's something about sparkling white wine that just makes me so happy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
totally.
I feel like if we did a TikTok with white wine, we'd have to put that sparkly filter on there. Have you seen that?
Yeah. But you just don't want a hazy white wine.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Not okay.
Mm-hmm. We do have more. We have more purees.
We have more.
We're not done.
We have got Brewer's Orchard. We only pulled a few flavors here, but
because they're heavy.
Yeah, they are kind of heavy.
They're 4.4 pounds.
4.4 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, these are going to be $19.99 to $39.99 for 4.4 pounds. We have tangerine, which I don't think is a flavor that we had in the other ones.
I don't think so.
Mango, blueberry, plum, which is also a new flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberry, passion fruit, blackberry, peach, and then 2 flavors that sound really good to me. That's lime and papaya.
Okay.
And I am a huge fan of like lemon lime things.
Okay.
So making like a lemon lime type of a drink, but with alcohol in it, sounds 100.
Well, and we've had in the past, we've had a beer kit that was a chili lime cerveza. I bet something like this was what the lime was.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. And I mean, I can't do a Mexican beer without a lime.
Yeah.
But what if the lime was in it? Like
what
if
it
you
was
did
already
that.
in it?
Yeah.
What if instead of garnishing it with a lime, you garnished it with a chili?
Yeah, you could do that.
Remember last week? Was it last week?
With
when
the watermelon?
That was prime.
Oh my god, my husband loved it. I got home and he was like, she had it down pat.
I need to meet Tom.
You do need to meet Tom.
I for sure need to meet Tom. We'll drink he likes IPAs, right?
He does like IPAs.
I love how I know all this information about him, but
never
I've never met the man.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, I know he's watching.
He probably is.
Tom, if you're watching, we need to hang out. And we need to drink
IPAs and bourbon?
That. Someone says 51% corn makes a bourbon.
Okay, see? They know.
Let's see. ABC of bourbon. American oak barrels and at least 51% corn. Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
There's a lot of rules.
Well, it's delicious.
Well, our local intoxicologist, as he calls himself, Zach, I love him. He always has,
Wait, sorry to interrupt your story, but he calls himself that because I haven't heard more than 2 words from Zach the entire time.
No, not my Zach.
Oh, okay.
A different Zach. Not my son Zach. My friend Zach.
I was like, wait, hold up. I was like, I can't see that happening. Okay,
No.
continue.
No, my friend Zach, who calls himself an intoxicologist, he's a bartender, but he's an intoxicologist. Anytime I ask him a question, it doesn't matter what it is, he knows. So he'd be our go-to guy, but I appreciate that we have one on live, because I would just ask him and he would just know these things.
Yeah, well, you gotta get him, we should bring him in when...
He would be a lot of fun.
I don't know if the office is big enough for 3 personalities.
Zach has a big personality.
I'd imagine from what you're saying.
He's great.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's all of our purees. I say that's all of them. I'm sure that we have more. Let's see.
Oh, Carter's mom says Carter needs to bring home some peach puree for his mom.
I'll provide the bourbon.
I like it.
Yeah,
we'll let him know, Tammy.
That's so awesome.
But I do want to just touch base on the fact that, you know, you're going to have this. You're going to use, you know, half an ounce to do what we're doing. So
they see this.
I know. I love this. So, fresh fruit juice, smoothies, pies, jams, sauces, yogurt, which I thought was a fantastic idea. Ice cream, desserts, obviously beer, wine, mead. But I'm going to guess that the folks at home could think of 20 times more things to do with the puree.
Yeah. For reals. I mean, if you just want a cool flavoring for any sort of anything.
Or like I went to college back in the days of the hairy buffalo.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, you lost me. What?
And they call it jungle juice now.
Oh, okay. I can do jungle juice.
Okay.
I can't do hairy buffalo.
You know what? Us folks in the 80s.
Well, I mean, didn't they also call, like, girls bunnies or something?
Anyway. I think if you put together, like, a big rum punch for a picnic or a party, because we are going to be able to do these things soon.
Yes.
You use these kind of flavors, and it's going to be amazing. In fact, I have a group of, we call ourselves the 88 gang or the 88 crew. It's our crew.
Why is it 88?
We graduated from high school then.
I love 8's my favorite number.
Okay,
That's
well, we're
really
the 88
bizarre.
crew.
Yeah, okay.
And we go out, prior to COVID, we went out once a month, no matter what. We go out for drinks and dinner and have a ball.
That's
and
literally so cool.
I love it. And it's like 14 of us.
Yeah. I've never had that being a military kid.
Oh,
so
you were
that's
transient.
So cool. Yeah,
yes.
it's so cool.
So we have husbands and non-husbands and whatever, and it's awesome. And sometimes we even go overnight, but that's not my point. So my point is they're not bourbon. They're not a bourbon group. A lot of winos in the group, some gin drinkers, some Guinness drinkers, that kind of thing. So we're real eclectic, but I think this could be my trick. If I had them over to the house, they would be bourbon drinkers.
Yeah. I have faith in it. I really do. And I have faith in you. Everything you've given me has been good so far.
We don't drink yucky things.
Yeah. I do have to give a quick shout out to the Brew Show. I see that you just joined. The Brew Show is one of our affiliates, and he makes really awesome YouTube, mostly recipe videos. He made a video called, I don't know how to pronounce it, June or Jun Tea. It's basically a twist on kombucha.
Okay.
And then he's also just made a video about some rosé, like a frozen rosé. And he actually is going to make a video for us pretty soon here using our Home Brew Ohio mead making kit. So he's not making mead, he's vegan. So he is substituting the honey out for maple. And he's going to do that type of a thing. So
Brilliant.
I'm really excited. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for tuning in, Trent. We really appreciate having you on board with us.
Yes.
But with that, I think.
Right, and we will post the recipe. It's not a really fancy recipe, but we will post it so that you guys can duplicate it.
I'll post
and
it.
Totally enjoy it, because somebody here is enjoying it.
I really am. So code fruity, 10% off at checkout. For any of our fruit purees. I hate that word so much.
It really likes you.
And with that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And we'll see you next week for Thirsty Thursday. I don't know what we're doing next week. I think it's on the count. Like, we have something on the calendar.
We can't be, you know what, we're grown-ups. We can't be knowing all the things.
We can't. And honestly, if this past year has taught us anything, it's that who knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So, cheers.